Hello, everyone. My name is Richard Young, the creator of this cartoon. I'm not trying to adhere to any particular political ideology, though I must admit I'm probably a little bit right of center in my thinking. With artificial intelligence providing the artistic talent, I've been able to put my thoughts and ideas into these political cartoons. And if you find this interesting, I'd appreciate you subscribing to this channel, liking the video, and even sharing it with friends. I created this because New York just passed a brand new budget, and a budget, more than any speech a politician gives, is him telling you what he actually values. Here are the facts. On June 30th, just days ago, Mayor Mamdani and the City Council shook hands on a roughly $126 billion budget. Inside it, the Council earmarked around $7 million for trans equity programs, including, yes, about $40,000 for drag story hours in schools and libraries. And at the same time, the plan to add more police officers, including the 580 new officers Mamdani himself had proposed, was quietly dropped from the final deal. Republicans on the council called it a slap in the face and voted against the budget. That $0 on the police check is the satirist's exaggeration. The NYPD is not defunded. Its budget is still about $6.4 billion, the largest city police budget in the entire country. What actually got zeroed out wasn't the police department, it was the expansion, the extra officers the mayor had promised. But, and here's why the cartoon still lands, a budget is about priorities and it's about promises. And this one tells a consistent story. This is a mayor who, on taking office, canceled his predecessor's plan to hire 5,000 new officers, who then watched even his own smaller pledge of 580 officers fall away, who left his signature Department of Community Safety unfunded, yet found room for new equity initiatives. You can like every one of those choices on its own, but stacked together, they paint a picture, and it's the one this cartoon is holding up. Extra police promised and then gone, preferred causes funded and celebrated. Mamdani would tell you this is exactly what he was elected to do. He ran as a democratic socialist openly on affordability and on reinvesting away from what he calls the old system of policing and toward prevention, mental health response teams, community programs, services. Crime in the city has actually been falling. And he would argue that $7 million to shield transgender New Yorkers from federal attacks on their health care is simply not the reason your neighborhood does or doesn't have enough officers on the beat. But here's where I land. I don't actually mind a mayor spending on the people who put him in office. That's democracy, and elections have consequences. But what I mind is a promise made and a promise broken. If you tell the voters of the most important city in America that you'll put more officers on their streets, and then you find the money for nearly everything except that, don't be surprised when people conclude that their safety was never really at the top of your list. So let me leave it with you. Is this a mayor bravely reinvesting in prevention over an outdated system, or one who told voters what they wanted to hear about crime, then paid for everything else first? Can a city truly be for everyone if the people who feel least safe feel least prioritized? And whatever your policies or politics, when a budget and a campaign promise contradict each other, which one should you believe? Let me know in the comments. Please subscribe, give it a like, and share it with a fellow New Yorker. Until the next time, keep thinking for yourself.